الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين نبينا وإمامنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. So basically, yesterday, as we said, Surah Shu'ara was about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala laying the fundamental principle towards the believers that they should, in their private life, in their secret life, they should always have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala within the hearts and within the minds. They should be proactively Allah conscious, and they should not have any thought or any idea or any suggestion in their hearts or in their minds that Allah doesn't know what they're doing, or what is not aware of what they're intending, or that they can Allah will forget it, or they can get away with it, or Allah will simply forgive the mistakes and sins, especially if you do it intentionally, willingly and knowingly, and take away someone's rights and so forth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forget about it and not ask you and so forth and so on, or he'll forgive you without paying that right back. No, that will not happen. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kept repeating the statement, fattaqullah, fattaqullah, fattaqullah. And wa'ati'un. I wati'uni. The uni here is Prophet Sallallahu and all the other prophets. So following Muhammad Sallallahu means that in your public life, or in where people can see you and take you into account, there you obey Muhammad Sallallahu. You go against your whims and desires, and you obey Muhammad Sallallahu. In every aspect of our life, in every internal family law, social law, societal law, economic law, buying and selling law, eating and drinking law, clothes laws, covering up laws, marriage laws, having children laws, all of these laws, we follow Muhammad Sallallahu and his instructions and his sunnah in order to live in a harmonious, safe, united, and also a strong manner as an ummah. So that's what Surah Shu'ara was about. As for Surah Naml, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues that theme, but this theme is more for the non-Muslims, for people who are arrogant, people who are who see all the signs and yet they disbelieve in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, disbelieve in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they begin to insult, they begin to curse, they begin to object, they begin to be vile, they begin to be abhorrent against Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his deen and his way of life. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is calling those people, right? It's like a last call to them, it's like a last chance for them. He's calling them, and he's arguing with them intellectually, or in terms of rationally and logically. He's using the arguments that, what do you want? You want authority? I have authority. What do you want? You want power? I have power. What do you want? You want wealth? I have wealth. What do you want? You want pleasures and delights and joys? I have pleasures and delights and joys. What do you want? You want happiness and so forth, and success? I have happiness and success. What do you want? You want eternal life? I can give that to you. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is arguing with them, right? That's why I kept saying, A'ilahum ma'allah, A'ilahum ma'allah. Allah can give that, so why are you associating with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And you are in need of power, you're going to something else. You are in need of authority, you're going to someone else. You are in need of fame and status, you're going to someone else. You are in need of wealth and delight and happiness, you're going to somebody else or something else. Why don't you come to me? You come to me, I can give you all of that. I can give you more than you can imagine. I can give you a life of bliss and pleasure and delights that you can never even imagine. The whole creation, if they came together, they would be unable to imagine it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Naml calls up. And that's why he gives the story of, right, the powerful queen surrendering to Sulaiman alayhi salam, right, by seeing the power Sulaiman alayhi salam had. No human being had more power in terms of beyond cause and effect, right? Beyond cause and effect, where he had control of jinns and wind and birds, like so beyond the normal human power. No human being had that much power than Sulaiman alayhi salam. So Allah is saying, I gave so much power to a noble human being, a pious human being, which no other human being can get, right? And in history has affirmed that he was the most powerful human being. And who was he? First, he was a pious one. So if you're not pious, you will not get the power. Secondly, he was a prophet. He was a prophet. And he got the power. So who made him powerful? It was I. So if I made him powerful, I can make you powerful. If I made him famous, I can make you famous. Right? And if I protected him and gave him so much authority and power, then I can do that too. If I gave him so much luxury, so much wealth, so much pleasures and delights, I can also give that to you. Right? So he's calling the most arrogant, stubborn, evil person, Allah is calling them, giving them last chance. Because what do they want? What do the evil people, stubborn people, arrogant people self-centered, what do they run after? They run after these matters. They run after authority, they run after power, they run after fame, they run after name, they run after pleasures and delights and happiness and joy and success. They run after technology, they run after money, they run after all this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if I gave it to Sulaiman, I can give it to you. Yeah? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the woman who became Muslim. The woman who became Muslim, Bilqis, from the queen of Yemen, she became Muslim by seeing the authority and power of Sulaiman alayhi salam, by seeing the luxuries that he had, right? She became Muslim. Also, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this surah, Surah An-Naml, talks about hudhud, a bird, a small bird, and the ant, which is the smallest creation that our naked eye can see, the smallest of the ant, right? Our naked eye can see. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about these two animals. One is animal, one is a bird, one is an insect. In the animal kingdom. Why does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk about the jinn kingdom, the bird kingdom, the animal kingdom, the insect kingdom? Why is talking about in Surah An-Naml? The reason he talks about that is that, look, everything affirms me. Everything affirms my reality. Everything affirms that I feed them, I create them, I facilitate, I feed them, I do everything for them. They all, just look around. Everything is under my full authority, my full facilitation, my full creation of cause and effect. Everything is under my will. Can't you see that? Can't you see that? I'm going to be that stubborn, that arrogant, and deny me? And that denial doesn't do nothing to me, doesn't decrease my kingdom, let alone myself. Doesn't decrease my kingdom in any way. Everything will perish, including you. I will remain and my kingdom will remain. My kun fayakun, my cause and effect will remain. You can't do nothing about that. Yeah? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving them a last call. The ones who are arrogant, the ones who are stubborn, ones who are evil, they want to be evil, Allah is giving them a last chance. And that's the theme then goes to Surah Qasas. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions how he destroyed the greatest civilization that existed. The greatest civilization, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about that in detail. The reason Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about Fir'aun regime and his civilization is because it was the greatest civilization just before our civilization. Just before our civilization, it was greater than the Roman civilization and the Persian civilization. That's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not mention the Roman civilization or the Persian civilization in the Quran detail, because the Ummah of Muhammad destroyed it, conquered it and destroyed it very quickly because of the injustice and oppression. Very quickly, it didn't take long to destroy them. Right? As for the civilization of Fir'aun, it took time to be destroyed. It took time to be destroyed. And it was a generation of power and authority and manipulation and abuse and oppression and so forth and so on. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and technology, they were very advanced. Right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destroyed them. He destroyed them as a whole, and he destroyed them individually. Fir'aun individually. That's all Allah mentions, Fir'aun individually. Qarun individually. You know Qarun, till today, he is being punished, right? And he's going downwards towards the earth, the lower grounds of the earth. Till today he's being punished. Who's punishing him now? Even now he's being punished. He's screaming. Who? Allah, he's not dead. He's not dead. He's not dead. Allah took him and crushing him, and he's alive. He's crushed, being crushed. He's screaming. He's alive in the sense, obviously he's dead in this life, but in the sense he's alive in the sense of like the way you're being punished in the grave. So he's being punished. Fir'aun, he's alive. His physical body is alive, and he's being punished where? In the barzakh. In the barzakh world, in the ghaib world, he's being punished. Till today he's being punished. Who's punishing him? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took them account individually and took them account, right, as a whole. Now, why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make Fir'aun like this and Haman like that individually? Why is he punishing them individually like that? Because people who mislead nations are two types of categories of people. Number one, people who have position, authority, and power. Yeah. So Allah's warning them. You disbelieve in me because of your authority and power and might. Look at the greatest of the one with the power, who was arrogant, who was boastful, who claimed to be Ilah, claimed to be the highest Ilah, not the Ilah, the highest Ilah, the loftiest Ilah. Look what I've done to him. Take heed. I've kept him alive for you guys to take heed. Right? I gave him a chance after chance, but I did not take it. Look what's happened to him. Qarun. Why Qarun? Because the second layer of people who deny Allah is the people who are intellectual. Yeah? And through the experts, and through the intellectuality and the experts, they make money. And through that money, what do they do? They think it's their intellect, yeah, or their expertise, or their hard work. They become arrogant and stubborn against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah said, you can never ever be rich and wealthy like Qarun. You can never be wealthy and rich like Qarun. Yeah? You can never ever be powerful like Fir'aun. Never. Look what I've done to Fir'aun, and look what I've done to Qarun. Take heed. So here Allah gives a last chance in Surah An-Naml, and then in Surah Qasas, he's physically left Fir'aun there. So you can see and take heed. As for Qarun, till today is being punished in our surface of the earth. So it's a Naml is the last chance. As for Qasas is a warning to anyone who doesn't want to be within the mercy and grace and justice of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They don't want to be. They want to go against the justice of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They want to go against arrogantly and stubbornly against His mercy and His grace. They want to go against their true believers in righteousness and uprightness and nobility and morality and ethics and morals and all of that. They want to go against that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving them a warning, a living warning. This is what happened in terms of civilization. This is what happened. This is how I destroyed them. And in terms of individuals, the most powerful, the most wealthiest, the most arrogant, stubborn. This is what I dealt with them. May Allah make us amongst the righteous Muslims who wholeheartedly, willingly surrender to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, consciously, proactively, and prostrate to Him with it from the soul, from the heart. And never lift the head of the soul, prostrating until they see Him on Qiyamah Day. Allahumma.
Barakallahu feekum, Sheikh. Alhamdulillah. Beautiful reminder, Sheikh.